In Lagos City, Richard Okafor was a man of prestige and influence. A parliament member, he preached before cameras of transparency and accountability. Behind the doors, though, Richard embezzled public money destined for roads, hospitals, and schools. He accumulated a secret fortune in money over the years, afraid of banks and trails. All of it he packed into one solid king-size mattress in the guest room of his estate mansion. If you are new, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and don't forget to share it with your family and friends. Also, let us know where you are watching from. Richard's wife, Vanessa, had once loved him, but the years of his late nights, hushed phone calls, and public embarrassments transformed that love into bitterness. Her extravagant life now resembled a gilded cage. She grumbled incessantly about the old, sagging guest-room mattress, not knowing the treasure within. One hot afternoon their fight came to a head. "I'm sick of this mess," Vanessa yelled, gesturing toward the mattress. "Either it comes out or I do." Without hesitation, she ordered a pair of trash collectors to take it away. "Dispose of it in the dump, burn it for that matter," she spat as the men pulled the mattress onto the truck. Hours later, Richard returned home and found the guest room vacant. His gut turned to ice. He ran through the house in a state of panic, but the mattress was gone. After Vanessa confessed that she had thrown it out, Richard staggered backward with his hand clutched to his chest. Inside that mattress was everything, his whole crooked empire. At the same time, across town, Grace and David Nwasu perched on a broken curb outside a dilapidated shelter. Both in their late 20s, newlyweds for only 2 years, they had been living hand-to-mouth since David lost his job at the docks. Grace worked irregular hours as a cleaner, and they could hardly afford food, never mind a bed. That night, David saw the trash collectors dumping furniture onto a dump site. Amidst the pile was a big mattress, still in good condition. "Grace," he whispered, "see that? Now we can sleep like regular people." In a silent prayer, they pulled the mattress onto a borrowed cart and pushed it to their small room. 2 nights afterwards, when turning the mattress over to let it air, Grace detected something strange, a lumpy spot close to the seam. She laid her fingers on it. Something rustled. "David, what's this?" she asked. They made a tiny cut, and out came packets of fresh U.S. money. Pile upon pile cascaded onto their floor until they sat amidst a mountain of money. They looked at one another, shaking. "Do you see what this means?" David whispered. Grace's eyes brimmed with tears. "It might be stolen money or dirty. We need to report it to the police." David's jaw clenched. "And they'll confiscate it, and we'll still be hungry tomorrow. This is our opportunity to finally live." Meanwhile, back at his estate, Richard was already going the extra mile. He paid off dump managers, employed private eyes, and dispatched enforcers to slums with photographs of the mattress. Whispers started circulating of a haunted mattress with a fortune. Police inspectors, inquisitive reporters, and con artists joined the search. David and Grace were on guard. They ceased to go out together, concealed the money in sacks under the floorboards, and purchased nothing except plain food. Grace felt pressure from the secret crushing on her chest at night. She started keeping a record of every note, devising a means to return it anonymously without arrest. One night, walking home, David saw a black SUV parked outside their building. A lanky man wearing sunglasses was interrogating the landlord. David's heart dropped. Richard's men had tracked them down. He dashed upstairs, panting. "They're here," he whispered. "Pack your belongings." Grace was immobile. "David, we can't run any more. This is our opportunity to do the right thing." That evening they came up with a plan. At daybreak they took 3 sacks of the money to a local radio station, one famous for exposing government corruption. They deposited the money in the lobby with an unsigned note, "Stolen public funds. Returned to the people." By lunchtime the news had gone wild. Images of the money filled social media. The station challenged the government openly to account for the origin. Richard's name came out. In very short order, his parliamentary arch-nemesis jumped at the chance. Under intense scrutiny, Richard was detained on charges of embezzlement. Vanessa, now openly humiliated, petitioned for divorce. David and Grace sat in a tiny cafe, their hands wrapped tightly together. They had retained just enough money to pay their debts and lease a small apartment, barely enough to begin again. The first time in years they slept soundly. Months on, the government introduced a community fund to restore schools and clinics with the recovered funds. A reporter managed to find David and Grace, referring to them as heroes, but they rejected interviews. They just wanted a peaceful life. Ultimately, the mattress that was once a symbol of greed became the catalyst that toppled a tainted empire and provided two downtrodden souls with a second chance.